G'day everyone, the Champ Dog is back and you have found him. Well done, congratulations. So today, we're jumping back into the arena with the best control deck Standard has ever seen. Not really that, it's Big Red. You've seen it before on this channel. This is a slightly different version, which I'll break down in another video. This intro is going to be pretty short because the two games I have coming up together represent close to an hour of gameplay. But I have made a slight tweak. I'll get into that in the next video. It's pretty obvious what it is. I've changed Scorching Dragonfire to Fire Prophecy. It's the only change I've made since the last video. But I've got two games coming up against different controllers. So I've got a Dimir control and an Esper control, which I win both of quite handily. And they felt like really good matches. I really enjoyed playing them. There was a lot of back and forth. Games could have gone either way. I was pretty happy to get the win in both. They were pretty exciting matches. A lot of decisions to think through and, a nice little shot to the ego to win them both because they should be bad matchups for this deck. Having the access to counter spells to stop me doing something like Ugin and me not really having a lot of other pressure to apply should make me heavily unfavored in those matches, but I got the win in both. The sideboarding strategy with bringing in Robber of the Rich and Phoenix of Ash worked like a treat in both games. So yeah, I really enjoyed playing them. I hope you guys enjoy watching them, and I'll catch you in the next video to talk more about why I've made a change to the deck. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay brilliant, be kind to each other. Okay, I'll take that play. Ooh, yeah. Got 3 lands, got some spells. Got a little bit of removal. Got this if I hit my big guy. I like to lead on the mountain because the Radiant Fountain, like playing colorless lands and then an artifact is a pretty big giveaway what I'm on. So I like to lead on the mountain just to duke them for the first turn. Sultai colors, interesting. So I'll take the Scry at their end step just to guarantee some value, just in case they have something to deal with this. Ooh, they got the Lotus Pet. Curious to see what they're on. Why is there a little skull down there? That's creepy. Ooh, slow rolling the turn 2 here. I honestly think more land is fine at this point. I'm just going to turn down the volume a scritch. I don't actually know if that affects the recording. So we're just going to play our land and say go here, and hold up a draw. And then we're going to play our Sad Robot. Still no plays from our opponent. Assume this is some sort of Sultai control sort of list. And I'm actually going to play the Giant as a creature. Obviously, playing the Simulacrum is probably a stronger play on face value, but this gives us some insurance against an extinction event. But if I play the other Solemn Simulacrum and the extinction event for even, they don't die and I can't draw either. This way as well, I can hold up a draw off Mazemind Tome. It also puts more pressure on them. Yep, and there's the extinction event. Excellent. Excellent. Love to see when you made the right call. Get in again. So I've got a draw held up here, or if I try to go for another extinction event, I can actually fire prophecy one of my own robots just to draw a card and filter my hand a bit, because I don't think I need this Storm's Wrath right now. Welcome to the Slow Play Olympics. So I'm just going to get in with both of these, and I've got Crawling Baron activations held up. So I don't need this Fire Prophecy, and it at least replaces itself and lets me get rid of this Storm's Wrath that I also don't need. So it's essentially just cycling a card there. Oh, they named Odd. Why? That's weird. So that was obviously just a misplay from my opponent. They still should have gotten rid of that Simulacrum. Keep on ramping. I've outramped the Salto deck so far. Significantly, actually. What am I on here? 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I'm on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. Okay, this is fine. I'll let this resolve. Third extinction event. I don't know why they named Odd with the previous one. Maybe they were trying to duke me into playing another thingo, but I mean, I still got some value out of that, and I got them to tap a lot of their mana on their turns, so it's not a complete loss. So I'm just going to attack with the Barons. They could have a removal spell here, and I mean, it'll suck if they do, but forces a response. Can't be Heartless Act. Okay, eliminate, sure. I mean, that sucks, obviously, but nothing I can do about it. Okay, so I've essentially got an empty hand at this point. Getting that Crawling Barons removed really did suck. This is fine, I can kill Ashy up next turn.
Welcome to my domain, Plains. The shadows awaken.
So they could have a counter spell held up for it, but I guess we'll see. So I need to do this for 8, which would leave me with 2 mana up, which I can't really do much with, but... Hang on, no, sorry, actually I only need to do it for 6. Because it gets doubled that way. Okay, I just totally bamboozled myself there. Just dicking around. Yeah, that's fine. That will kill them both. Excellent.
Never forget my voice.
And I should really just Ironcrag feed into Ox of Agonas here, because these 2 cards are not particularly helpful right now. So it does only net me 1 card, but they're potentially, or in this case definitely, more helpful cards than what were in my hand. Ugin's real nice, obviously. Ashiok. It's that.
There is little as exquisite as the artistry of torment.
Sure, so I guess I get rid of Spikefield Hazard here.
You will feel inspired.
So I'm going to go for Ugin here and just hope I don't get countered. I do get countered, that's a little unfortunate. Replay Ox, it does suck to lose the Maze Mine turn, but I draw a bunch of cards anyway. And put a threat on the board.
My kin are delightfully friendly.
So I can bring this back. So again for 6. Sure. That's fine. So they're almost out of cards now. Next turn I bring this back. They do have these things which are annoying. A Storm's Wrath would be a really nice top deck. Well, there goes my Storm's Wrath. Ugin's also a nice top deck. See what else I got here. Okay, so they're holding up something and it's not a counterspell. That's fine. Well, shouldn't be a counterspell. If it had been a counterspell, it wouldn't have stuck on the cycle trigger. So 5.
My inspiration will silence.
Play a Maze Mine turn and bring back an Ox. So this is, yeah, a pretty good turn for us. Or I maybe shouldn't have exiled that Ugin, because if they do ever get to an Ashiok ultimate, they've got all these things they can play with. Alright, so yeah, that was a pretty good turn for us. Stick 3 permanents, 2 of them very powerful. Yep. Kill. They scoop it up. So it's basically Dimir control with a green splash for God knows what. I guess the triomes actually are just there to be multicolored lands. Cool. So yeah, just straight up Dimir control. I probably don't need Shredded Sails. I don't think I need Storm's Wrath. I don't think Fire Prophecy is as helpful here either. Do I need Soul Guide Lantern? I haven't seen anything that would indicate that I need the Lantern. Thundering Rebuke isn't completely useless because it can also hit Planeswalkers. But is it actually better than anything else here? I think maybe I cut 1 Ironcrag Feet for 1 Thundering Rebuke, just so I have a little bit more removal. And yeah, hopefully our aggressive sideboard plan will carry the day here. Look, this hand's not amazing, but I do have Phoenix of Ash and I've got Valakut Awakening to ship some things back, so I think it's keepable, but just keepable. I'd obviously love to draw into a Robber of the Rich. It's unlikely that I'm going to get to casting both of these anyway, so I thought I should just lead on that. Next turn I'm going to Phoenix of Ash, but I may end up Valakut Awakening and chipping some lands back, so I thought I might as well take advantage and play one of these tapped while I can. Okay, so they can't have a counter spell here. It could have a, like Eliminate Heartless Act. Ah, Tuari Disruption, okay. Was not expecting that. There's my turn. Oh, where's my Shredded Sails when I want them? So they're doing the same thing, just making sure they get some value and fix their next draw. It's often a good, if you see green, white or red, because they can all answer enchantments, it's not a bad idea to sometimes do that, just in case they brought in Artifact Destruction. They have another Phoenix. Combat. Sure. I'll play this tap. I don't think I need to hold up another Awakening right now. I've got a Stomp end step. I want to keep this as a hedge against an Ashiok. There it is. Yeah, so it's going to go up to 6, and I can kill it off with Bone Crusher plus Thundering Rebuke. Or I could use Shadow Skull Smashing and try to get both of them. So I'd need to do that for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't have enough mana to do that. I have 7 mana this turn.
Never forget my voice.
I think I just play out the giant, keep them under pressure. Obviously they're going to gain some life here, so we haven't really been able to impact their life total that much. But a few more cards in our graveyard. One more card in our graveyard and we can bring back a Phoenix. Excellent. I get to draw a card. I don't know why they targeted that. I guess they might have a extinction event. Okay, no. Okay, makes sense. Just using the cards they have as best they can. They get in for 2. So I don't actually want to play this one, because that plays right into an extinction event. I don't know why they kept so much like eliminating stuff in, given what they saw from me. So I'm actually just going to pump here. This is still a reasonably quick clock, and allows me to have this one in reserve and this one in reserve. And as I said, plays around with extinction event. Okay, there goes another Phoenix, that's fine. So I'll try and remove these guys. Entirely likely this gets countered. As I said. Shot. Still would love to see a Rubber of the Rich. No such luck, sadly. Okay, so I guess they don't have a counter spell, or they probably would have countered that. Because at this point, when we're both lowish on resources, they really don't want me drawing cards. Sure. Especially given this is a race, I probably win. Given that I can bring these back and pump them. No, I don't really want to exile 2 Phoenixes. That's a bridge a little too far. So I'll see what I rip here. Nothing particularly exciting. I'll draw a card now. Okay, no, didn't draw anything exciting. Okay, that sucks. So at this point they're going to pull ahead in the race a little bit. Sure. So they can get rid of one other, and this gains them a bunch of life as well, so that is a problem. So unfortunately they've kept in enough removal to sort of counteract my bringing in creatures. I don't know why they kept in that much removal. I think it was a bad choice on their part. I think I just want to get this into my graveyard. See what I draw here. That's not bad. We'll bring back a Phoenix. Okay, now it's too late for that. So I misplayed there, that's my bad. So I'm going to block here just to pad my life total a bit. Cool. So again, I'm just going to shoot him in the face. Actually, I think I just play the land. No, I can't play the land. I just play the Chronic Barrens. So I shoot them in the face here to get down to no cards. And get a trigger off my robber. Haha, Ashiok. Very nice. So they have to counter this, obviously. There it is. Ugh. Some serious lag there. So I can pump the Barrens, but I want to gain a little bit of life here and see if I can draw something to do while I know they don't have a counter spell. Yeah, so I'll just do this while they're tapped out. So that turns this race around a bit. They obviously still have Fit to Dust, they can gain some life. If they hit the Solemn Simulacrum, they gain 4 life here. But it's likely they hit something else to try and draw a card. Yep.
I will be sated elsewhere.
I'll take a scry here, just because I'd like to keep the pressure on as much as possible. I think it's still just Cling to Dust that's holding priority here. Well, they're really taking their time thinking about this. I'm actually just going to pop off for a second. I'll be back. Oh, and they're still roping on it. Jesus. And it's fine. It's their timer they're running down. Although they still actually have more time than me. How is that possible? Bizarre. So I think this is just salt roping, to be honest. I think that's what's going on here. I doubt whatever they're looking at is that difficult of a decision. They can draw a card, they can gain 4 life, they can potentially kill a thing. And all I'm doing is scrying. So I'm going to hit them with the Sleepy Hedron. I'm going to hit them with the Your Go. And the You Worry Too Much. Yeah, so this is 100% salt roping. Look, I guess they could have disconnected, but that seems unlikely. You know what I mean? If you think I'm wrong, by all means, say so in the comments. If you agree, say so in the comments. But yeah, I'm pretty confident this is what I think it is. I can't believe I'm down to like 20 cards. The Ashiok token really did some work. And there we go. Salty, salty bastard. Not Pinky, I'm pretty sure I've played this person before. Couldn't tell you when, I'm just pretty sure it's happened. This hand is okay, it's obviously not great, like the lack of coloured mana, but I've got a turn 2 Maze Mind Tone to like scry, Solemn Simulacrum can ramp. So like I've got a game plan at any rate. This on turn 1, turn 2 Maze Mind Tone, start scrying, turn 4 Simulacrum into turn 5 Ox. Awesome. So my guess is this is an Esper Doom list. If I had to guess, that's what I'd be saying. Yep, that's the colours. No Urian Companion, but I'm sure it's in there. So given that I'm expecting Doom Foretold, I'm definitely going to scry and try to get as much value out of this as I can. This wall is annoying, but not the end of the world. Agonizing Remorse, okay. Probably takes my Tome or my Robot. Possibly the Ox though, because it's a permanent answer to a otherwise recursive problem. But I would be looking at Tome or Robot, personally. Try to slow me down a bit. Cool, Ox is gone. Not saying that's the wrong decision. It might even be a better decision than what I would have made, but... Okay, let's be real. To be honest, I probably would have taken the Ox just because I know, like, this is an answer that lines up well to it. You know, even though it disrupts me less, it's a nice, clean answer to an otherwise prickly problem. Don't think I need you anytime soon. Name. So I'm going to go with the Barons, since it's what they already know about. I'm not going to play my other tome, I'm going to hold up a card draw off this one. Could very well see a Doom Foretold come down this turn, so I'd like to draw off this before I have to sack it. Don't actually know what this matchup is like. I imagine it's bad for us. I actually only played a Urian list once or twice with this, with this deck, and I've done well, but I don't think that means it's a favourable matchup for me. So I'm going to try to resolve my robot here. So I do have Ugin available as a play next turn if I so desire. Which would be pretty dope if my opponent taps out for Doom Foretold. I'll be very happy. Okay, Shark Typhoon, that's fine. That's what they were holding up. Okay, ECD, so they get rid of my robot. It's unfortunate I didn't get the card draw, but that's fine. It means I do definitely have Ugin next turn, and I can clear all of this up anyway. This could just be Esper control without Doom. Yeah, I'd actually do like another untapped land. But I don't need the untapped land right now, so I'm just going to play this tapped. And do this for 5 to clear up the ECD. Nothing in their graveyard they can bring back with it, which is nice. Hopefully no Doom Foretold now, because I really want to draw another card off this turn. Okay, doesn't look like Ugin's going to live out this turn. So I'm going to try and get rid of this wall just because I can. Fire Prophecy and probably cycle the Spike Field Hazard.
Consider this a warning.
Get something a little more useful. Nice. And I'll play out this tome. I'm not going to start pumping Barons into this much open mana. It's just too likely that it dies. Typhoon for 4. Sure, so Ugin dies, unfortunately. Yeah, so if I'd pumped Barons, my Barons would have died. And my Ugin would have died. And I would have been sad.
Proceed in my stead, Planeswalker.
To get another wall. Atreus! Dope. Oh, yeah, there's definitely Urian in this list. Definitely. I'm going to do this to try to incentivize them into taking the 2. Nah, they go to the Ashiok. Damn. I feel like if I put the other 2 face up, it would have been obvious that the one face down was good. That makes sense. I mean, they're already ahead on cards. They don't really need to take the 2. Keep on ramping. But yeah, we're not in a good position here. Not at all. Might be able to juke them next game with our sideboarding plan. Oh, they don't play the Ashiok. What are they holding up? Probably a counter spell in case I hit another Ugin. So I'm going to do this for 6, get rid of the Shark token and the Atris. Oh, they're actually not holding up anything. Good to know. Just trying to bluff here. Just trying to mess with their head. Okay, they do the bluff. That's good. I've just got a card draw held up here. Yeah, they probably figured they'd have another wall here anyway. Man, that's all 4 of their deaths. And when they eventually hit a Dance of the Manse, assuming they do, it's going to be devastating. Yep, Ashiok.
Here.
I was hoping they might bounce this. I could have happily discarded this because I would have got another land replaying it anyway. Try to find something a little more useful. So I do have the option of pumping my Barons here, but I think I need to draw because I need to keep this Ashiok.
All your fears
Because these are,
for.
I mean, they're all good cards for my opponent.
Pacify yourself.
Does enough for now, just keeps it off that ultimate. Yeah, see if I can get away with this. Excellent.
I abandon my work.
Why did they get exiled? Ah, so the token of course gets exiled and I had already cast the Spike Field. course it's exile if it dies that turn. Right, makes sense, makes sense. So this Maze Mine Tome is probably going to be pretty key, so my opponent's well ahead. Okay, so now I start pumping my Barons. Suits me fine. So I'll start diversifying this. Wish I had one more land, so I also could have drawn a card there. Would have been nice. I think I go for this, draw a card, pump a Barons a little bit more. Is that the play? What does it let me do? Pump the Barons and draw one card. Probably not worth it. I think I'll draw a card rather than I pump again. Even though the pumping is, yeah, sure, take a peek. Pumping is more mana efficient though. Yeah, I'd rather use my mana. Yes, got there. Got there. That was a good game, particularly for a game 1. So, it'd be pretty similar to last game. Thundering Rebuke can at least hit Planeswalkers. Fire Prophecy out. Storm's Wrath out. 1 Ironcrag Feet out. I kind of want to keep Shredded Sails for their potential tomes and their walls and stuff. But I don't know that that's correct. And I think I maybe cut 1 Ugin because I'm trying to go a little lower to the ground and a little more aggressive. I also could have cut a land there, I guess. But if the game goes long, I think having access to land is good anyway. Honestly, I just didn't think about it. I'm just trying to justify after the fact. So let's be honest about that. I mean, if one of these was a land and this was a Robber of the Rich, and this was something else was also a land, this would be a good hand. So if it was an entirely different hand, this would be a nice hand. Well, I mean, at least I have 2 lands here. Obviously I put back an Ugin. I do have turn 5 Ugin though, assuming I hit lands. which may have actually been more likely with the other hand because it had Maze Mind. Scryed at the top, not what I wanted to see. Another land is nice. Although I wish it wasn't a Shadow Skull Smashing because they're going to be helpful later. I wish that was a little further down my deck. So, I guess this is Ugin. Ooh, no, they're taking a land. Clever. Clever. Trying to disrupt me like that. That's, yeah, that's a... I like that play. I like it a lot. That was a nice play. Duress, sure. Not what I would have taken. Argument I should have played the Hazard so that it can't get duressed. I assume they take the other two. I think it's correct for them to take the two face down. Yep. So I'm going to do that and clear the way, at least get through for a bit of damage. Oh look, we're not in a good position. My opponent's got a full grip. Thanks to that Atris, I'm down to 2 and we haven't put a lot of pressure on them. And they can kill this Bone Crusher at their leisure. Robber of the Rich or a Phoenix would be really nice here. Don't hit either, unfortunately. Also missed a land drop now. Yep, there we go. So they at least take a little bit of damage. So it's unlikely they can counter this, which is important because I need my land drops. Crawling Barrens. Okay, so now they are under a little bit of pressure. They're down below 10. Crawling Barrens can do some work, but I do have Soulseer for it if they want to block. Extinction Event here will suck, but they really should not have kept Extinction Event in, seeing what I was playing last game. Ashiok, yep, okay.
I wondered. The shadows awaken.
So how do I want to play this? I think I just remove the token and attack down the Ashiok and then finish it off with Stomp. So it does buy them a turn.
Fear your failure.
While I focus on my energy on killing it off. So that's 6 damage they didn't take, so it was still good for them, but at least it's off and they're still under a bunch of pressure. Especially given I can pump this Phoenix, so that'll be okay, yep. I assume odd. Yep. Play out the Giant. I'd really like an Ox of Agonas here, actually. I'm still a few turns away from this Ugin, and they know I have it, so it's highly unlikely they don't keep a counterspell or something to stop me resolving it. But in the meantime, they're still in a pickle trying to deal with this. I am going to attack. Obviously they can pump up their barons and block something. So they can trade with the giant or kill the robot. If they kill the robot, they can kill the giant next turn without trading. Oh, they had more mana than I thought. That's fine. It's just about whittling them down at the moment. I'm still going to attack with the robot next turn. I actively want them to kill it and let me draw a card. Okay, they choose not to. I guess they're worried this is a land and then I can slap down Ugin. But it's not a land. It's still something they might want to counter. I assume they start pumping their barons. Drawing 2 Bone Crushers in a row would be nice. I mean, there's only 2 left in my deck, but... or a Bone Crusher and Phoenix. Yeah, so tap this, draw a card, have it be a Bone Crusher. Ooh, I'm going to take a lot of damage next turn. So this can be an 8-8, this is an 8-8, I take 16. Actually, they might even be able to kill me. Not quite. They can do 18 damage to me this turn if they want. But Ugin is lethal to them. So they need to make sure they keep up an answer. Okay.
Terror lurks among us.
I assume they attack with the shark token, yep. And this really needs to be a counter spell. But it's not, or this wouldn't stick. Oh no, it could just be sticking just on the crawling barons, so this could still be a counter spell. But I assume they wouldn't need to think about it this hard if it was. Crawling barons of my own, not bad. So I am just going to go for it. If they've got a counterspell, they've got a counterspell. They don't. Oh, good game. Good game.
Not a destination.
Ooh. And I hit gold tier 2 just like that? Wowzers. Oh yeah, I'm still at that point where you get 4 per game, so I would have been halfway up gold tier from the last week.